Hey everybody, I'm Sarah Twilight and this is a really exciting video because I'm going to be presenting to you a book that has newly entered the world of books. That sounds badly put together, but I'm really excited to present to you Emotional Commotion by Marissa Phillips. Let's get into it.
There is a fifth dimension
beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as the multiverse and as full of books as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between writer and reader, between reality and insanity, and it lies between the wonders of one's dreams and the summit of one's knowledge. This is the dimension of fangirls and imagination. It is an area I call the bookish Twilight Zone. Hello, I'm Sarah Twilight. On this channel, I'll show you what to read and how to write. Okay, so it's been a while since I've done some book review videos. I used to do that all the time, but I've now switched gears to focus more on writers, but I will be going back to doing some book review videos because those are always really fun. And I'll probably do those once a month. But anyway, we're not talking about me. We are talking about this amazing new anthology called Emotional Commotion by Marissa Phillips.
Why am I pointing at me? I didn't write it. Sorry.
By Marissa Phillips. Marissa Phillips is a teen author. She and her sisters have a blog called Sisters 3, so go check it out and show them some love because they have some really cool stuff on there. And this is her debut novel. Well, solo novel. You can also see her amazing work in the Dragon Prince Chronicles, which they recently published the first book in that series. So go check that out. And they are currently having a blog tour for Emotional Commotion, and I decided to help out, but I do not have a blog, so I was like, you know what, I can help spread the word of this amazing book on YouTube. And so we actually filmed an interview. It was a FaceTime and I was screen recording it, but then we filmed the interview and we found out that it wasn't recording the sound, so you couldn't hear the amazing conversations and answers and questions we had because of my stupid software. I couldn't figure it out, but I got some pretty good stuff. I decided to do a book review for you guys to tell you about this amazing anthology. So yeah, let's get into the actual book. Emotional Commotion is an anthology, and each of the short stories centers on a certain emotion. But the cool thing about this is it's not like inside out emotions, sadness, anger, fear. Those emotions do play into each of the stories, but it's not the focus. The emotions that she writes about is love, joy, loyalty, forgiveness, and bravery, not in that order. They are so good. Let me tell you, I read the book. I don't physically own a copy. I do have graphics, so. And wow, each of the stories, they really grab you and they draw you in, and you just can't get enough of it. Each of the stories is so well crafted and you can really visualize it. It's you can read it and you're there. You're in the middle of a battle for a kingdom. You're in the middle of a rainstorm. You're there. You're running along an empty town trying to save your brother. Each of them really conveys a great message, and there's some very good values that we need to see more of in books. So this is a very good example of those values being in YA books. And this is something I would totally take. If I was teaching a Sunday school class, I would totally take this book and be like, okay, so we're going to read these and we're going to talk about these stories because they're so good. I'm not saying that these books are just for kids. I'm not saying
oh, they're only meant for little kids.
No, I would read these to junior hires. I would read these to high schoolers. I'd read these to college people. I'd read these to old folks home. You get the idea. Because there's so many good messages. I just would totally everyone would be enthralled in it and we would have great discussions. This would be great for a book club. And this book is another reason that this is so cool is because of the author. And of course, I'm not just saying that because, I've been following her blog for a while. I'm saying it because, like me, she has dyslexia and she has published a book. So that's really kind of an inspiration, especially if you have dyslexia and you're like, oh,
I want to be a writer, but it's just so hard.
No, girl, boy, whatever, you keep pushing through and you will eventually have a beautifully crafted novel sitting on someone's bookshelf. Her book isn't on my bookshelf, but it will be one day. You get there. And I was talking to her, I'm like, how long did it take you to write this? And she's like, well, the first one took me a whole day. I'm like, a whole day? You know how long it takes me to write a short story? Almost a month. I haven't even finished a lot of short stories because I got distracted. But like still, the short stories I have finished have taken me way longer than a day. And she's like, and then a few of the others took me like an hour or two. I'm like, what? One of them took me a few days. I'm like, girl, like you wrote an entire anthology. In the time it takes me to not write it. You wrote an entire anthology? In
Probably, like, I mean, altogether, if you put the time together, like a week.
You wrote it in like a week. Girl, that is amazing. And it's such like a cool inspiration, especially like for someone who has dyslexia like me, because I'm a writer and it can be hard sometimes, especially when your brain is not exactly wired for things like this. But that doesn't mean you cannot do it. So you guys have no excuse. Do not let your dyslexia hold you back. Push through it, keep writing. But that was a different tangent. I should do a video about this. Comment down below if you want a video like this. But all in all, Emotional Commotion is a really good book. And dead serious, you need to get it. Like, go to Amazon, buy it. It's in paperback and it's in Kindle. It's a really fun read too. And it's, I think this is a good book to read if you're in a reading slump, because it's really easy to read. And I'm saying this as somebody who is horrible at reading ebooks and things on the computer. And I read this on my computer and it was really easy and really fun. It was good for your brain. So if you're ever in a reading slump, just pick up this book, read it, and you will feel like you can read anything. So go and get it. I'm serious. You can follow Marissa Phillips on the blog Sisters3. You can also find her on Pinterest and Goodreads. If you want to see what she's up to, what kind of masterpieces she's cooking up. And it would have been way cooler though if I could have actually been posting an interview, but I will figure it out. I will grow. I am learning. Yeah, to summarize it, get Emotional Commotion. You will not regret it. It's amazing. The emotions are portrayed so well, valuable lessons. Just go read it. And thank you again for watching this video. If you want to see more of what I'm doing, press the subscribe button and go show our dear Marissa some love. And so have an amazing day. I will definitely post more book reviews in future, probably make it a once a month thing because I want to do more writing videos. But speaking of which, I'm trying by the new year, or even better by NaNoWriMo, to have 50 subscribers so I can go on live via my phone and interact with you guys. It'd be really fun to be able to like hang out with y'all, write with y'all, do stuff with you guys, and give back to you guys because you've given so much to me. And yeah, have an amazing day. Remember that despite anything, even dyslexia, you can publish amazing books like Emotional Commotion, and Jesus loves you. Wait, why are you still here? I told you, you have to go buy Emotional Commotion or check it out or go on Goodreads, leave a review. What are you still doing here? Go follow Marissa Phillips or something. Like, go read Emotional Commotion. Shoot, go, leave.